I would like to see Tanzania using technology to bring development as a whole. I would like to see where the communities are having access to computers, having access to internet, that they can be able to communicate with other people around the world. They can be able to learn so many things, and they can have information at their fingertip, which is very important, that they have the right information in a very easy and affordable way. I'm Robert Mafia. I'm the Director of Affordable Computers and Technology for Tanzania. Our social initiative is to support school in setting up computer labs. And secondly, we also support vulnerable children in IT skills. So we have training programs for vulnerable children that we want to see as helping the community, reaching out there, ensuring this technology are being utilized with the schools to enhance learning. Schools that are ready, that are willing, and they have the infrastructure, including electricity, room, and all that, they are eligible. They pay a small fee because we incur a lot of cost in shipping them out and also refurbishing and software installation. But we try to make it as affordable as possible for the schools. We are trying to focus in schools in rural locations. So we were always very challenged, like what can we do for these schools? The biggest setback is because they just didn't have electricity. Because of that challenge, we started talking with our different partners and if they can support in building a mobile unit that could run several computers that you can take to schools and do training, especially these schools that are off-grid or don't have electricity. That was the beginning of the idea until when we launched the Mobile PC Lab. Basically how this works is that we have a solar panel mounted into a stand and a specific box that we put some batteries. In between, the solar panels will then take power or energy from the sun and then convert it to power that can be saved in the batteries. As long as it gets about 4 or 5 hours of sunlight, it's enough to run the computers for the whole day.
Almost 50% of those we are interviewing, they have never seen a computer since they were born. As stakeholders, we are trying to sensitize the people to prepare them for what is next for them. Even the system in the government requires maybe in some time, schools have to stop using chalks, blackboards. All the subjects will be computerized and teachers will be required to use computers to train. And in some places of the country, it has started. But the implementation is tough because of electricity and the equipments and also the knowledge of computers.
The schools have curriculum, but also one of the other things is that the government, they've introduced IT curriculum within the schools. But to be honest, these schools don't have the computers, but they have to learn about computers. So we are actually filling in the existing gap because they're saying you learn these, but you don't have the resources. Now we are bringing the resources to them.
Computer hardware.
Basically what we teach them are also very much in line with what the government is syllabus requests that the schools learn. So we are kind of really bringing in and fitting in. We try to be even more additional. If you look at the government also curriculum, because of course of understanding the lack of resources, they are very shallow. So with our unit, we are going to get them to learn a bit even more, extra more.
This is what?
Mouse.
We are targeting the ones who are about to leave the school. Like in primary schools, we are dealing mostly with standard 7 and 6. And with secondary schools, we will deal with Form 3 and Form 4s. For teachers, we go deeper into like training them what is a computer, using Microsoft Word, Excel, how they can use the computer to train students in the specific areas of study, and how they can use computers to simplify their work. Then at the end of the day, we want to know the net salary, that is take home. The take home. So after that training, most have shown great interest in like trying to acquire computers for themselves and for the school so that can help them manage their work at school and how they can use it in giving out education to their students is equal to the basic salary times 10%. They really enjoy it and they like it. And after that, they get a certificate because they have a formal training course.
It's interesting, it's really not enough. When we started out our program, we we targeted to do 2 weeks. Basic reason, we want to reach as many schools as possible. And to be able to reach many schools, we can only do a short time in one school and then go to another school. But our first pilot project we did was 2 weeks, but the next project is going to be about 3 weeks because we thought it wasn't enough. The demand was very high and we really needed to do more. So I think there will be need. I mean, even if you say you put in a unit for 1 year in the school, it's still not going to be enough. So we just want to give them just a little bit and hope we've also created the mind or the interest that they will think more on permanent solution. One, if they get electricity, we already have an existing program of supporting schools in setting up computer labs. We have computers, so we can get computers to them. We have laptops. We have netbooks. So if they can probably if they can't get electricity easily, they can get some simple solar panels and can be able to afford to get an inverter and batteries, then we can have a solution for them. We will reach out more. At the moment, we can say also we can be able to reach everywhere because of the infrastructure in regard to roads. I'm happy the government is working a lot also in getting roads everywhere. But definitely that will not really happen for quite a long time because considering the size of Tanzania, the population growth and all that, and the infrastructure and everything, it will take a long time to be able to get electricity everywhere. So the need for solutions that don't use electricity will be there and will be growing. But the need for learning is also there all the time. So there will be a gap on that for quite a long time. We are hoping also if we can expand at some point the power of the unit, either having more solars and all that, we can run more computers. That way we can be able to engage the whole school and the people around, even if maybe considering the rural location, mostly farmers. We could have some special programs that are targeted at farmers. There are so many electronic resources, there are so many learning materials that the children can learn. We are in the world now where it's not about teachers sharing only what they know, but opening the minds of the children so that they can access as much information as possible. And that is possible now through technology.
Programu ya kompyuta inatusaidia sana. Hasa mimi nimekuwa excited sana kwa hii program kwa sababu imenifanya mpaka nikanunua laptop. Kwa kwamba nikimaliza vipindi hapa jioni naenda kufanya mazoezi kidogo kule nyumbani ili nisije nikasahau tena.
I really like the fact that the communities, the schools, other organizations, educational centers are very positively responding to technology. They want computers, they want to know what computers can bring to them, and they are really embracing the idea as a whole. We want to see the mobile youth reaching as many schools as possible. We want them to help incite the communities and the schools on the value of technology for learning. We want them to help in enhancing learning. We want them to see the different approaches, the different resources that are available that teachers can utilize in helping them to teach students.